With 50,000 watts of power, you're listening to KLOK, San Jose, San Francisco, and Oakland. The most powerful Desi radio station in America. A Universal Media Access-owned radio station.
If your dentist appointments sound like that, then it's time to make the switch to Dr. Lee. Dr. David Lee, Family Cosmetic and Restorative Dentistry, with offices in San Jose and Sunnyvale. Give them a call today at 408-972-9926 or go to smileplanner.com. Dr. David Lee, quality and comfortable dental care you can trust.
Unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
If you want to keep up on all your favorite TV shows, whether they're South Asian or American, Rangmunch with Alima is the place to be.
Dosto, this is Rangmunch with Alima.
Tune in every Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. on Desi 1170.
Good evening, Bay Area. This is Alima Rangmunch with Alima, and I have Peter today in the studio. We missed you, Peter. And
I gotta get my microphone. And I'm right here. How's it going?
We missed you. Well,
I missed you too.
We had an interesting week, you know.
Tell me all about it. We're in the middle of October. Halloween's coming up.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I want to know, people out there, what was your first Halloween experience like? I seriously don't remember my first Halloween experience. Well, we didn't have it in India, so it was after we came into the US. But the first one I can remember is carving a pumpkin when she was a baby.
And you didn't know why we were carving pumpkins?
Well, no, I knew what it was.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not so much that I didn't know what the history or what it was, but just I'm saying my first Halloween that I did anything.
Didn't you put me in the pumpkin?
Was when she
I was like really, really small. I remember they put me. You took a picture too.
Maybe
She was so tired she thought you were the candle or anything.
put a little light on the top of her head and then.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, but that's funny. But Halloween's coming up. You people want to, share your feelings or your favorite costumes or horror stories. Hey, I would like to.
Horror stories.
I would like to hear them. But besides that, I had in fact, I posted on Facebook on the Rangmunch page saying, "Hey, you guys want to know why I was at the Santa Clara Police Department? And did you guys see my mugshot and all that stuff? And if you really want to know what
you had a great week.
It
was very
and then I got poked with needles and everything. So that's another thing that's coming up. See, like I said, I just live an interesting life.
Pretty interesting.
Pretty interesting
the
life.
Cops took a mugshot of you.
No, she never said that.
Oh, okay.
No. I just said, I was just asking if anyone saw my mug shots. I didn't say I had my mug shots taken, but I was saying that, did anyone see my mug shots?
What a trickster.
I know, right?
Okay.
But I'll come back to my story after the song. See you guys. Oh, by the way, you have any special request, number to call is 408-912-5565. We have plenty of stuff coming up in today's show. See you back in a couple of minutes.
ओरी गोरी जाना हमें अब कहाँ रे, तू भी यहाँ रे मैं भी यहाँ रे।
सागर में कितनी तरंगे
रामा हो रामा हो रामा हो ओ मौसम ये कितना सुहाना है, सबके लबों पे तराना है। हम भी गा ले मीठे तराने मिलन के, प्यारा समारे। डूबा हूँ मैं तेरी आँखों में, खोया हूँ मंजिल की राहों में। रामा हो रामा हो रामा हो हाय हाय डूबा हूँ मैं तेरी आँखों में, खोया हूँ मंजिल की राहों में। आँखों को साजन छुपाना, मुझको नजर से बनके पागल भटकी हूँ मैं तेरे कारण। कहाँ कहाँ रे, कहाँ कहाँ रे। गोरी गोरी जाना हमें अब कहाँ रे, तू भी यहाँ रे मैं भी यहाँ रे। बच के हमें दूर जाना है। रामा हो रामा हो रामा हो दुश्मन ये सारा ज़माना है। बच के हमें दूर जाना है। कहने को अपनी जुदाई थी, सांसों में तू ही समाई थी। मैं तो हारा तेरी मोहब्बत की खातिर, दोनों जहाँ रे दोनों जहाँ रे। पुरवैया लेके चली मेरी नैया, जाने कहाँ रे जाने कहाँ रे। चला जा देवा हो देवा, तुम भी घुमा जा देवा हो देवा।
And Rangmunch with Alima is back on Desi 1170. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday. What did I do today? Oh, well, besides my stint with the Santa Clara Police Department,
It was a stint? Oh, okay. I was just a little scared the first time you introduced it. I was like, oh my god.
Well, that's the whole idea of, scaring you. I'm like, oh my god, what did she do? And
It's close to Halloween.
Yeah.
It's just perfect for Halloween, yeah.
And here she is sitting in this radio station. Should I be scared? I mean, did
she haunts the radio station. She haunts the police department. She haunts the city.
See? What did she do? Was she like,
You're watching the channel. Watching the TV.
Anyway, so the reason I was at the police department during the week was the Santa Clara Police Department, and I think a lot of communities do it too. So they have a program called Life for Learning.
Life
for Learning.
Oh, Life for Learning. Okay.
So what they do is they offer internships for teenagers. So you have to be at least 14 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
They offer
it's not really internships, is it?
They offer internships. That's what they call them, basically. So if you want to be a law enforcement, so you get to go and work with cops. You're going to go to meetings and stuff. They'll train you. Get to the academy. You can actually go and do traffic stops.
You can do them.
Yes, they'll take you. So you get to ride with them like real time.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
so the first meeting that we went to, it's like they had a mug shot of this guy who was out on parole, and so they were showing us what information would be there, and you know, so they were like explaining what is the reason you can pull a person over.
Okay.
You know, probable cause, and so it was fascinating. I had a lot of questions every time I see a traffic stop.
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions as to why a cop is going onto the driver's side, or why isn't he on the passenger side? You know, all those kind of things, and what's the distance you stop behind?
Oh,
you know,
before
when
like
you pull them
pulling
over,
yeah.
and you know, and who do you stop? I mean, it's not like just because he's wearing a red shirt, it's not like you can stop him or whatever. But
or
you
like
need to
the
have
vehicle matches the description, but there's like a lot of them. So.
Exactly, like, you know, so all those things. So it was fascinating, and of course, Apeksha wanted to go into law enforcement, so I thought this is really good. Because it helps as a community service, which what she needs as she gets into colleges and everything. But it also gives her hands-on experience.
Yeah.
Whether this is what she wants to pursue.
And it looks like she is, right?
And you know, Peter, I wish I was 20 years younger. I mean,
She was like, I would have taken that course.
She takes a traffic patrol, and then like she's on with cops or something like that,
my
like the show
God,
Cops.
yeah.
You know, I've been here for a week now. You know. You gotta have tough skin, or you know, everybody walks all over you.
I would have totally enjoyed something like that going on to the law enforcement side, but then, you know, hey, unfortunately, you know, age caught up with me, and you know.
It's okay. It's okay.
But then again, you know, you don't have this many opportunities in India when you were growing up, or when I was growing up.
Oh, true.
I should
yeah.
say, you know,
there's always different circumstances.
There's only, yeah. But I'm glad that she's getting an opportunity. And for listeners out there, seriously, if you want your teenagers, and like I said, it's community service too. So if you have high schoolers who are looking for community service and everything, and who wants to go into different careers, I mean, just go onto the website. And they have plenty of information. You need more information, hey, give me a call, send me a message, email me, aramwithalima@gmail.com. I can give you the information, the telephone numbers and everything. But it is great. I totally loved it.
All right.
I totally loved it. I think it builds self-esteem.
Can I ask a question? What would happen, like, let's say she does become a police officer, you're speeding, and then she pulls you over. What's going to happen?
She better give me a ticket. I mean, she better give me that ticket because I'm really speeding. And in fact, we talked about it.
Unless they said,
hey, Mom, you were going 1 mile over the speed limit.
Yeah, unless of course. Unless they say it's an emergency, like there's someone's sick in the back seat, you don't know why they are speeding, so you kind of want to,
give them that leeway or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
Find out why, you know. And of course they asked her, and I said, did you guys? Yes, I got pulled over a couple of times, and
the one with Peterson was so funny though,
I know,
because it was my friend's dad.
What?
So he pulled us over.
Because I was on the cell phone. And he pulled over, and he goes, you know what you did, right? I said, yeah, I know what I did.
Yeah, I know what I
he
did.
Goes, where are you guys coming from? I said, well, I picked up my kids from Peterson. He goes, Peterson, huh? And he goes, which class? I said, 6th grade. Well, you know, my daughter is in Peterson too. Her name is Tatum. And just say hi to her. And
I was like, you're Tatum's dad? Oh my gosh.
Hey, I got a good story to like say like at middle school or anything like that.
Yeah, it was just cool. It was just so cool. But
Dude,
anyways,
your dad pulled me over. It was awesome.
Yeah, and these kids were just laughing in the
I was like, oh
and,
my
know,
God.
Not to mention he was really cute and handsome. But
Whoa.
There you go, see. But anyways,
I don't even remember.
But anyways, like I said, coming back to the subject, I mean, like for listeners out there, that is a really good experience, for hands-on experience. If anyone wants to go into any of those fields, so you just have to be 14 years of age, though. And there is no enrollment fee or anything at all. Depending on which career path you choose, if they need to give you uniforms and things like that, they probably will charge you for the uniforms. But there's no enrollment fee. There is no yearly fee. Nothing of that sort.
That's pretty. And this is Santa Clara Police Department.
This is Santa Clara Police Department. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yep, it is. I mean, I totally loved it. I mean, I think that's really cool. Anyways, so coming back, I mean, I've got well, you know, I got a very nice email from one of our listeners, PK Sharma, and he said he really loved the show and everything. I mean, I posted on the blog. You can check it on the blog, and it's also up there on Rangmunch with Alima Facebook page. But it's very nice of you. Thank you, PK. I mean, he said he really totally loved listening to the show, and he compared me with a couple of Indian shows that he totally rocked. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like blushing and everything. But anyways, thank you, PK. But then of course. And in fact, it was so nice of him. He actually sent me an article about bullying, which I wanted to talk about too, because
bullying.
A Florida girl, she committed suicide. We'll come back to that
okay.
As soon as I come from the break. And then, of course, when I played this song last week, there was little history to this song where it brought back so many school memories. But of course, I played it at the end of the show, and of course, the whole song did not go through. But then PK sent me a long email about the song and the history and everything. So it's very nice of him. So just as a shout out to PK, here's the song again in its full, complete sequence. I hope you enjoy it. I love hearing to the song too. So when I come back, my stint with needles, and bullying. And bullying. Be back, people. Rangmunch with Alima, 408-912-5565.
Needles?
दृष्टि पड़े टपुर टुपुर टिप टिप टपुर टुपुर दृष्टि पड़े टपुर टुपुर टपुर टुपुर कागज की छोटी सी नैया जल की लहरें जिसकी खिवैया कागज की छोटी सी नैया जल की लहरें जिसकी खिवैया किसी नैया पे सवार चले नदिया के पार हाय हाय जाम जहाँ मधुर मधुर मीठी मीठी मधुर मधुर दृष्टि पड़े टापुर टुपुर करे झिलमिल झिलमिल हंसे कैसे खिलखिल बादल यूं शोर मचाए पर्वत का भी दिल हिल जाए बादल यूं शोर मचाए पर्वत का भी दिल हिल जाए दृष्टि पड़े टापुर टुपुर करे झिलमिल झिलमिल हंसे कैसे खिलखिल लाल गुलाबी नीले पीले इंद्रधनुष के रंग सजीले देखो देखो गगन की बहार रंगों का लगा है बाजार ओह दुनिया दिखे टुकुर टुकुर टापुर टुपुर बृष्टि पड़े टापुर टुपुर टापुर टुपुर सोना करे झिलमिल झिलमिल रूपा हंसे कैसे खिलखिल आहा आहा बृष्टि पड़े टापुर टुपुर टिप टिप टापुर टुपुर बृष्टि पड़े टापुर टुपुर टापुर टुपुर
Rangmunch with Alima is back on Desi 1170. The number to call is 408-912-5565. And talking about needles and pokings and hokey pokings and everything, I went to my first session of acupuncture this morning.
Acupuncture.
Well, I went with the intention of getting a massage, okay? Because I mean, it's a combination of acupuncture,
acupuncture, massage,
skin treatment, and massage,
the mud
and everything,
and all that good stuff.
And it comes highly reliable, recommended by a reliable source. So so otherwise I wouldn't even have gone. And of course, the insurance covers pretty much everything because I have a back problem.
Oh, okay.
Because I had an accident, so I said, okay, let's go try it out, right? And it was fantastic.
Just the massage or the acupuncture?
The massage was fantastic.
Oh, okay.
And I had asked them, okay, do you think acupuncture is necessary? Because I've never done it before. I mean, all those needles and everything. And to tell you the truth, I never had any opinion about it either.
Don't they like prickle or something? Like they have to tap?
They do, yeah, they do. So I ended up with, let's see, 18 needles on my back. Did
6
it hurt?
to 18.
18
Wow.
needles.
Okay.
So they were
all
like,
on your back and
all on my back. So they go from the neck downwards.
And from go ahead.
So they start at the beginning of where the muzzle point is, wherever the beginning of your muzzle.
Okay.
And that's where it starts. The pressure points. That's where they start.
And from a scale of 1 to 10, like how much did it hurt each one?
It didn't hurt at all. You can't even feel it.
What?
You can't even feel the prick as much as you would get a prick when you're getting a flu shot,
Oh, kind of. Okay.
It was less than that. But so what they do is, so these needles, I think they come in different sizes also, and they have like a plastic covering on it with a little like a little support at the back. So what you do is you're actually not touching the needle at all with your hand. So you're going to take it and you're going to put it at your pressure point, and then you just push it in and you take out the plastic thing. So it just sticks in there. So you're really not touching. So about 20 minutes, and apparently. So for everyone it's different.
Okay.
So some of them might feel the prick, some of them it's going to be hot, some of them it's going to be cold. So the way those needles will, and I felt everything. I'm like, I wasn't scared or anything, but what I'm saying is they really did a good job.
Okay.
I mean, they knew it was my first time. I mean, they talked to me about it. They explained to me
how long it was going to be.
How long it was going to be and everything. I mean, the masseuse was fantastic. Her name was Cindy, and she did a fantastic job.
Nice.
And so of course I'm going back. I mean, the best thing is because it's covered by insurance. It's not like I have to put anything out of my pocket. So that's the best part.
So you just tell the insurance, I'm going to go get acupuncture.
Well, because acupuncture is fully covered.
Okay.
Under some insurance. So our insurance covers acupuncture completely. So when you go in they throw in a massage and then they throw in a facial. See, isn't that so nice?
Oh my God! You should take me with you. We could have a girls'
Isn't
day.
that so nice?
After we're done, we eat the cucumbers on our eyes, all that good stuff.
I thought, oh, okay. And so, do I have to come weekly for my acupuncture? Because yeah, of course you have to do it. And he goes, at least you should give it like 10 to 12 sessions to see if how much of a difference it's making for you.
Okay.
Along with the massage and everything. So I'm going back again next.
Well, you got 9 to 11
weekend.
now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's so cool. I mean, even now I really don't have an opinion of it yet because I'm kind of reserving my judgment, I guess, because I'm just taking it in my stride as to, okay, it's another treatment.
Yeah.
Or another way of seeing how it works on my back. But what I'm saying is, I mean, if people are scared of it, guys, there's really nothing to be scared of. I mean, all those needles and stuff, they don't hurt at all. Absolutely not.
I'm a little.
A flu shot hurts you more than this needle. Seriously.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I gotta get a flu shot.
We already got our flu shot.
We got our flu shot.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But what I'm saying is, I mean, there you go. So that was my interesting week. See, I did two.
You got
two
the cop, you got the
entirely-
acupuncture, you got the massage, you got the. What was it? A facial? What,
I didn't
what
get
do
a
they call it
facial.
again?
The facial is next week. I didn't have time for a facial this certain, and it just happened today, and I feel great. I mean, it's like, but you know what? I don't know. I remember a cousin of mine who went for acupuncture when she was trying to have kids. For her, it seemed to be so draining. I mean, she used to explain to me how it used to emotionally drain her, and that she would feel weak, whatever is in her body was coming out, and all that stuff. I did not feel any of that stuff, so I really don't know. But I did feel a little tired
After.
after it was all done. I felt a little disoriented. Maybe it's just because I've been lying down for a couple of hours. You know,
or the massage too. You're
and the
like, I
massage,
don't want to
you know
get
what I'm
up
saying?
in a
Yeah,
long
exactly.
time.
And you're like in a dark room, and then you come out, and you
Oh,
know,
and then the light hits
the
you.
light hits you,
My
and
eye.
everything. So I'm assuming that's pretty much what it is. But after I came home for a little while, I thought I felt a little tired, but it was gone.
Okay.
So it wasn't like there was nothing like a humongous or like a tremendous energy draining out of you, or all this burden coming out of you. Know what I'm saying? I don't know. Well, that's my experience.
Sorry.
That's my. Who are you throwing flying kisses at, Peter?
Oh, nobody. Just look behind you and you'll be fine.
All right. Well, that's in the next studio, huh?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so but for people who who are thinking of it, or who kind of want to try a different method, hey, let me know. I can always refer them to you. I mean, they really did a good job.
All right,
It's
I can't
very
wait.
professional. Well, because massage parlors have bad reputation and everything. So,
Well,
so
we'll
as
go
I
into
said,
that later.
So I
Yeah.
said it's good one. Like I said, it's very professional. I mean the doc was really great, very friendly. They're from Thailand, and he just explains everything to you and tells you what needs to get done and how they're going to be doing it and all that stuff. So.
Okay.
But like I said, people who have any issues with insurance or any payments and things like that, let me tell you, they do work it out.
Okay.
They work it out. They work around stuff and things like that. So, for the most part, you probably wouldn't even have to make a penny out of your pocket.
Was it here in the South Bay, by the
It's
way?
just in Sunnyvale.
Oh, in Sunnyvale.
It's right
Okay.
near
Great
near
America? Or...
the Sunnyvale Town Center
Okay.
near Matilda, El Camino Matilda.
Oh,
It's
okay.
right
I know
there.
that area.
It's
I know
right
that area.
behind the Target and Macy's, that little town thing on Sunnyvale Avenue.
Okay,
or
got it.
something. Yeah. There we go. But anyway, so there goes my other experience, So, but it was interesting. It was really interesting. I wasn't scared. Because I was asking her all kinds of questions.
Was
so
she
that
with
it
you
was
actually?
No. I went alone. No,
Oh, okay.
went
I was
alone.
sleeping.
This was like at 9:00 today, the first appointment, and
That's early on a Saturday.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but like I said, it was interesting. It's really interesting. So I'll keep you guys posted if there's going to be any difference at all, or if it's helping me at all. Even otherwise, I'll just stick with the massage.
Yeah. Either way, just go with the massage. How are you feeling right now?
I feel great. I mean, honestly, I don't feel my back hurting as much. My neck is hurting a little bit because it's been hurting for a while.
Oh, okay.
So let's see how it goes. I mean, but you know what I realized when she was doing the massage? They really have to be so strong.
Like
The pressure exactly.
your
Oh
back.
my god!
And then you hear like a.
I mean, I didn't hear
And I'm okay.
any bones cracking, but by God, I mean, it's like they really hit you at every spot. I mean, they do not miss any part of it.
That is so
And it's like they have a sequence how they do it the
Yeah.
right way, from your fingertips
Oh, that's.
to every single muscle and thing that's sitting in your back.
That's, like,
tight.
scary and cool at the
and
same
you could
time.
actually tell when she could see there's a knot here. I mean, she'll tell you. It's like, see this thing? Can you
feel
that?
this?
Yeah, it's like, it was amazing. It was just amazing the way
Grand
it is.
Slam!
What? And we went to baseball. What
I was
happened?
so waiting for that.
Waiting for
Oh,
what?
Boston just hit a grand slam. Nandagar is going to be so mad right now.
Oh, there we go again.
Here we go again with baseball.
All right, though. So this is Rangmunch with Alima 408-912-5565. When I come back, we'll be talking about bullying in school and the consequences of it. Be back in a few minutes.
प्यार चाहिए मुझे जीने के लिए तुम्हारा प्यार चाहिए मुझे जीने के लिए मुझको हर घड़ी दीदार चाहिए तुम्हारा प्यार चाहिए मुझे जीने के लिए रूप रंग पर मरता आया सदियों से ये जमाना मैं मन की सुंदरता देखूं प्यार का मैं दीवाना तुम्हारा प्यार चाहिए मुझे जीने के लिए तूफान में बाहों पतवार चाहिए तुम्हारा प्यार चाहिए मुझे जीने के लिए मेरे सिवा तुम यार किसी को दिल में न आने दोगी फूलों की तो बात ही क्या है कांटों पे साथ चलोगी तुम्हारा प्यार चाहिए मुझे जीने के लिए दिन रात वफा का इकरार चाहिए तुम्हारा प्यार चाहिए मुझे जीने के लिए मुझको हर घड़ी दीदार चाहिए तुम्हारा प्यार चाहिए मुझे जीने के लिए
If your dentist appointments sound like that, then it's time to make the switch to Dr. Lee. Dr. David Lee, Family Cosmetic and Restorative Dentistry, with offices in San Jose and Sunnyvale. Give them a call today at 408-972-9926 or go to smileplanner.com. Dr. David Lee, quality and comfortable dental care you can trust.
Unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
If you want to keep up on all your favorite TV shows, whether they're South Asian or American, Rangmunch with Alima is the place to be.
Dosto, this is Rangmunch with Alima.
Tune in every Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. on Desi 1170.
Rangmunch with Alima is back. on Desi 1170. The number to call is 408-912-5565. You know, it is so sad when you hear tragedies like bullying, you know, like what happens in school, you know.
I'm pretty sure a lot of everybody went through that.
I'm sure. I mean, but when people commit suicide, that is the worst. That's the worst nightmare for any parent. I
Any
mean,
parent, any friend, any best friend.
Any best friend.
Maybe the bully itself too.
Yeah, I mean, so here's this 12-year-old in Florida, and she apparently committed suicide, jumping off a cement building. And she was bullied like for about a year and a half.
A year and a half. Bullied over what? Just because she was a girl?
She was bullied physically. She was bullied on the internet. I mean, just a bully. I mean, do they even really have a reason for bullying? I mean, they would just kind of go get in their faces, don't they? I mean, just because they have an upper hand, do they feel that they are, above other kids?
I think it's kind of like not I'm not a professional. I know I'm not, but usually it's just to prove who's the better person.
Yeah.
But this is like through to a physical point, not mentally or anything like that.
Right.
And there's verbal abuse, of course, physical abuse.
Correct.
And then it just develops over time that then the person convinces themselves that they're, inferior. And so that's where I think
it gets to their head. They start believing what everything that bully is saying.
And that's
is
the
true.
sad part. And that is so sad because that means we're really not paying attention to our kids and not able to kind of step in to help them
it's not that
get over it versus the bullying. That means their parents are also not doing a good job of keeping control of what they're doing online. I mean,
online bullying?
Online
Cyberbullying.
bullying, right?
Cyberbullying is a pretty big issue
exactly.
too.
I mean, because we always have classes and stuff in schools for like middle school and high school about cyberbullying and everything. But 12 years old, Peter, I mean, 12 years, she had her whole life ahead of her.
And she decided to take it herself.
And she decided to go. I mean, apparently they were obscenities. I mean, and in fact, those two girls who did it, they were just open about it. I mean, in fact, they were putting up on Facebook, I bullied Rebecca and she killed herself. Like it was the biggest thing that they did,
What?
Seriously? I mean, they used obscenities to make a point. And 7th grader. I mean, gosh. I mean, 12 years old is like, my younger Pratiksha's age, pretty much, But anyway, so the older girl was taken into custody and she's in the juvenile wing of the Polk County Jail.
Good.
And the younger one was, of course, the younger one was remorseful about it and she's released to her parents, but she's under arrest. So it's like a house arrest.
Oh, house arrest, okay.
Right. So the older girl's mother was arrested.
For
ignoring?
Initially the sheriff wanted to arrest her because she was supporting her daughter and that, in
my
doing that,
God.
which
You
could
can't blame
be,
the parenting. The parent
which-
itself is just like a bad example.
which could be part of it, but apparently, in fact, she was actually arrested for child abuse charges.
on her daughter?
On her, not only on her daughter. In fact, there were like 5 or 6 kids who she was taking care of, or whatever it is, and then, so she's arrested for that, apparently.
They teach us that there's always a backstory. The bullies, they always have something going on.
In their
that is
family
true.
too.
That
In
is
the
true.
family.
It's either they feel inferior at home, so they take it out on people who are less than
Who
them.
are less
Exactly.
than
Or,
them. Yes.
or it's that they're jealous.
Yes, exactly.
Or
Exactly. That's
threatened,
what
or
it
they
is.
feel threatened, so they lash out.
Yep. So apparently this child abuse and everything seems to be a pretty normal life in that house. So she's arrested on, though that she's not related to that, even though they had suspicions that she was also kind of supporting, because she was saying, oh no, my daughter wouldn't do that and all that stuff.
It
But
happened
looks
last
like-
year too. Saratoga High School.
Yeah, it did.
Saratoga?
Saratoga High
She was
School it had
16,
happened. She was
Wow.
16 years old.
And she hung herself.
And she hung herself. Yep. I mean, that is so close to home, actually,
Yeah.
Saratoga High School. I mean, it's right there. But that is so sad. And actually, it's strange that I usually kind of go scan articles and all that stuff, kind of throughout the week and all that stuff. And then one of our listeners, Peaky, actually emailed me a link saying, hey, you talk about bullying, and I remember you talking about bullying in schools and everything.
Yeah.
Did you read this article? And I go, what a coincidence, because I had printed that already. because I was seeing that. I said, "Hey, great minds think alike, PK. Thank you for that article." But
Bam! We gotta mention you.
It's I thought that was pretty cool, but it you have a lot of concerned people out there.
Yeah.
There really are a lot of.
And the more that these stories, I mean, it's like a double-edged sword.
Yes,
on one end, when they
is.
report that somebody died because of bullying, the parents worried, but at the same time too, the awareness is still there.
Exactly.
So they always have to talk to the parents.
So when you go to the Santa Clara police departments, when you go for those group sessions and everything, and that's one of the things they specifically tell you: be very careful what you post on Facebook, because they do background check.
Yeah, they recommended that you don't have it. But if you already have it, make sure you're careful what they post, because a lot of law enforcement officers lose their jobs very young because of what they post.
Because of what they post on Facebook.
Oh.
So they will do a background check on her before they actually will put her into.
Are you a bully?
No.
So
I would never bully someone.
Yeah, so that way I think it's great. I mean, we have the resource and everything. I think it's just more awareness and more being in tune with your kids as to what they're doing on a daily basis.
And as much
but not to be that annoying, overprotective parent that hovers.
Yeah.
There's
which is kind of interesting, because I came across an article where some of the kids think the parents are not so cool because of a bunch of things. So we'll come back to that, after this break. But I thought very interesting, and I said, I wonder if my kids think I'm not so cool because I don't know what twerking means. So we'll come back to.
She's one of the cool moms. I don't think it matters whether you know it or not. I think it matters what you do in your kid's life.
Yeah, exactly.
With their friends and what you let them do.
So we'll come back to that. I mean, I think that's an interesting thing to cover, because then parents kind of re-examine themselves to see, is this what it is? I mean, is that how we are with our kids, and are we really communicating with them and everything? So stay tuned. Rangmunch with Alima will be back in a couple of minutes. 408-912-5565.
क्या हुआ?
हाय गम का फसाना बन गया अच्छा।
अच्छा जी।
एक बहाना बन गया अच्छा।
अच्छा?
सरकार ने आके मेरा हाल तो पूछा। गम का फसाना बन गया अच्छा।
अच्छा जी।
एक बहाना बन गया अच्छा। सरकार ने आके मेरा हाल तो पूछा। गम का फसाना बन गया अच्छा। तुम्हारे ख्यालों में खो जाए, तुम्हारे ख्यालों में खो जाए, ये जी चाहता है कि सो जाए। देखो बातों बातों में चांदनी रातों में ख्वाब सुहाना बन गया अच्छा।
अच्छा जी।
एक बहाना बन गया अच्छा। सरकार ने आके मेरा हाल तो पूछा। गम का फसाना बन गया अच्छा। बताए तुम्हें क्या कहाँ दर्द है, बताए तुम्हें क्या कहाँ दर्द है। यहाँ हाथ रखना यहाँ दर्द है। देखो बातों बातों में दो ही मुलाकातों में दिल ये निशाना बन गया अच्छा। एक बहाना बन गया अच्छा। सरकार ने आके मेरा हाल तो पूछा, गम का फसाना बन गया अच्छा। मोहब्बत की रंगीन महफिल में, मोहब्बत की रंगीन महफिल में जगह मिल गई आपके दिल में। देखो बातों बातों में प्यार की बारातों में अपना ठिकाना बन गया अच्छा।
अच्छा जी।
एक बहाना बन गया अच्छा। सरकार ने आके मेरा हाल तो पूछा, गम का फसाना बन गया अच्छा। एक बहाना बन गया अच्छा।
Rangmunch with Alima is back on Desi 1170 people. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday night. Before I forget, I need to do a shout out for Harry, who was the winner for last week's quiz. And now, Harry, I still haven't received your email, so that card is still waiting for you. So just remember to email me, rmwithalima@gmail.com. Otherwise, Peter's giving me a look, so he probably might get the card.
I want it.
There we go.
I want it. He's got 10 seconds. No, I'm just kidding.
And also, this is the final week for Genya Masterminds. I mean, just to remind you guys, Genya believes in making a huge difference in a child's life through a hands-on approach, and you get to build it with them. All you need to do is just log on to genya.org, and they have instructions there for entering into the Masterminds contest. And this goes for helping the underprivileged children in India. And in fact, we're also working on a couple of schools here. So what they do is they prepare science and math simple kits for the students, so they have this hands-on experience versus just reading out of textbooks or just something out of the board and everything. So and so you building them up. In fact, the winners, the experiment that wins the contest next Saturday is actually going to go into thousands of schools, and it's going to go under your name, and you will be on Genya's Hall of Fame, and your name will be attached to that experiment which it wins. So that event is coming up on next Saturday from 10:30 to 2 p.m. at Milpitas High School. So just log on to genya.org, and instructions are very simple. The topics are already there. You can either go solo or you can team up with someone else. There is no age restriction, and you can pick any number of subjects that you want. And like I said, this is the final week for entering and putting in your name and sending in your experiments. Well, our picture did something on wave motion, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let's see how that works out. Yep. Well, anyways, when I was talking about bullying, in fact, I came across an article, and in fact, I posted it on my timeline where it says students were accused of recording a sex act in high school, and these were freshman people. Now, see, the thing that really, really upset me about that whole thing when I was reading the article, it's a dare, I see that, whatever it is, okay? There were teachers present in the cafeteria. Okay? So my thing is, but what are you guys doing there? If you guys are present in the cafeteria, if the act happened in the cafeteria where these students stacked up the books in the bags and everything, it was done under a table, but they were all students surrounded in this particular area, wouldn't you even be a least bit suspicious as to what the heck is happening in that corner?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Seriously?
So this was in the cafeteria?
It is in the cafeteria. It was recorded, and it went viral.
Oh god.
And I'm sitting and thinking, who are we blaming here? I mean, seriously, if it's suspicious activity, for God's sake. I mean, when anytime teenagers and stuff are huddled in a corner, it's like you kind of want to
at least question, hey, what are you guys up to?
What is happening, right?
Hey, what's it? What the? Yeah, that would be my reaction.
I mean, that would be my reaction
Yeah.
too. And the school comes and says, oh, the teachers are there in the cafeteria, but they just monitor as to who's coming and going on. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
That is such a
Seriously.
lame excuse.
Mm.
Oh
How
my gosh.
horrible
Done.
it is. It's horrible. It's really, really horrible. But anyways, coming back to coolest mom. Thank you for calling me the coolest mom. Now I'm like flying.
She's flying like an
But anyways,
eagle.
but I don't want to get too complacent about it and get arrogant about it. But I thought it was so interesting, which is I'm sure all parents go through this stuff. I mean, they probably think, I mean, my God, are the kids embarrassed about us or what we do, what we wear, what we say, how we behave with their friends? And
It's kind of like when like the mom says, "Don't worry," like if you lose on a contest or anything, the kid says, "Oh, I'm a loser," and the mother says, "Oh, it's okay. You're always number one to me." Now it's like the opposite way.
Yeah.
Don't worry, mom. You're always my favorite
exactly,
mom.
yeah.
My mom would say, "I'm your only mother, of course."
And in fact, the problem is actually a lot of parents do think, 4 out of 10 parents think, they feel insecure about it. They feel
they're
that
insecure about it.
They feel that maybe they're not living up to what their teenagers or what their kids want them to be the way they want them to be. And I'm sitting at so the top 30 things that make parents feel uncool. Uncool. Not knowing what is number 1 in the charts.
Number 1?
In the charts.
Yeah, but
the
we
music.
But we don't always expect you to listen
know.
to
Right,
no,
exactly.
but sometimes we don't know. So
Not being able to work an iPhone. Not knowing
okay, that's like
That's kind of
yeah,
there.
it's like
I mean, like-
not knowing the words to current songs.
okay, that's just
Oh,
stupid.
music in general is kind of like an issue.
Yeah.
If like the mother tries to like be cool with us, kind of thing. Like,
It's
yeah,
like,
I'm
whoa.
into it.
Yeah.
Mom, keep your generation away from mine.
Their dress sense.
Yeah, you could say that.
You could, yeah.
Owning a sensible car.
No,
No.
who cares?
Not
I don't
seeing-
want to die.
not seeing the attraction in computer games.
No, I don't play computer games.
No.
See, not knowing what twerking is.
Work?
Twerking.
Twerking.
Twerk? No,
Twerking.
don't. No, no.
Not knowing what Spotify is.
Spotify? Okay.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Not letting the children stay out late.
That
That can be a little bit of
Yeah.
a trust issue.
Yeah.
Making the children wear the correct school uniform.
Depends on the school you go to.
Yeah.
Singing and dancing around the house. Why not? Singing and dancing around the house.
Hey, Tom Cruise did it in
Me
Risky
and my
Business.
dad
so-
do it all the time.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
Being a smoker.
that'd be an issue.
Yeah.
Their hairstyle. Wanting to join the children on night outs.
Okay, that is like no.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I mean,
know.
depends on
Mom,
what you're
let me
doing.
be with my
Right,
friends.
if you're trying to do a girls thing with your mom and stuff,
Yeah,
that's
that
different.
makes sense.
That's
but if
different,
say,
yeah.
say
But
you were
like,
going out with friends to like
Right.
Halloween haunt
Not
or something
knowing-
like
Yeah.
Not knowing
Mom,
who
don't hold my
Harry
hand, stop.
Styles is.
Okay, yeah, that's a problem. How
Wait.
do you not know who Harry Styles is?
Who's Harry Styles?
Who's Harry Styles?
Harry. How do
Harry.
How do you not?
You mean
This is-
Harry, the guy who called us last week on the show?
Oh my God, Harry Potter?
Yeah, right, Peter? Who's Harry?
Prince Harry? Harry Styles, the guy from One
I
Direction.
guess it could be different point of views. We're like One Direction fans.
Harryhausen?
We expect you to know who Harry Styles
Okay,
is.
Dirty
not letting,
Harry?
Not letting the children get their ears pierced. Not letting...
That's also a religion.
Well, it depends where.
Yes, exactly.
Like if I was a parent and my kid decided to have like a
Yeah, not letting the children have Facebook account.
that would be an issue.
Not
Yeah.
letting the children have a mobile phone.
That's an issue. too.
Depends on the age.
Age, exactly.
Yeah.
Not
16,
knowing
okay.
how to work the TV,
16.
how to work the TV or DVD player.
DVD is like.
I'll be
Not-
like,
yeah.
I won't let my parents
Yeah.
figure it out so that I could watch my shows. so.
Exactly right. Not understanding the need for cable TV.
It's a need.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not letting children wear what they want.
Okay,
Yeah.
that can be.
That is an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boasting about children on Facebook.
Boasting about children?
Boasting, like I'm boasting about my kids on Facebook.
Oh,
So
like
that is-
mom, like
yeah.
don't talk about
Yeah.
me
Yeah,
too
it's
much.
like-
Right.
No.
Getting on well with their children's friends. Why is that?
Why
cool?
not?
I think that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. Like, hey, mom, I'm gonna go hang out with Lauren. Hey, let me
Yeah.
tag along. Oh,
Like,
hell yeah. All
Kelsey's
right.
mom is like the coolest mom
not
ever.
yeah, not allowing the children to have a tattoo.
That
depends on the tattoo and where.
Yeah, being a terrible cook, then
you're never a terrible cook.
Not having the children have an iPad.
That is like
that's spoiled.
That's a privilege. It's not even a right.
If you earn it, yeah, sure.
Yeah. But anyways, all right, so we're heading into the top of the hour. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes. 408-912-5565. This is Rangmunch with Alima on Desi 1170.
फिर छिड़ी रात बात फूलों की फिर छिड़ी रात बात फूलों की
रात है या बारात फूलों की रात है या बारात फूलों की
Desi 1170 AM would like to thank our sponsors for their support over the last 4 years. If you have a business and would like to advertise, call us at 408-440-0851 or send an email to contact@klok1170am.com.
If you're looking for up to 70% off of new furniture for your home, then you don't want to miss this crazy furniture sale happening now at Direct Factory Furniture, located at 3535 Kiefer Road, at Kiefer Road and Lawrence Expressway, across from the Sunnyvale Costco. Direct Factory Furniture has everything: sofas, recliners, dinette sets, mattresses, bedroom sets, and more. Get up to 70% off. You're listening to KLOK, San Jose, San Francisco, and Oakland, the largest and most powerful Desi radio station in America, a universal media access radio station.
If your dentist appointments sound like that, then it's time to make the switch to Dr. Lee. Dr. David Lee, Family Cosmetic and Restorative Dentistry, with offices in San Jose and Sunnyvale. Give them a call today at 408-972-9926 or go to smileplanner.com. Dr. David Lee, quality and comfortable dental care you can trust.
Unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
If you want to keep up on all your favorite TV shows, whether they're South Asian or American, Rangmunch with Alima is the place to be.
Dosto, this is Rangmunch with Alima.
Tune in every Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. on Desi 1170.
Rangmunch with Alima is back for its second hour on Desi 1170. The number to call is 408-912-5565. And coming to the shows, TV shows.
TV shows, here we go.
Here we go, TV shows. Well, I'm still fascinated with 24.
The new one from India. Which is the
new 24 from India. And they're coming up with a new show. I just saw some postings on Facebook. We have a group called Idiot Box.
Idiot Box, okay.
Idiot Box.
Idiot Box.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's where we post all the new shows and things and stuff like that. If
so it's kind of like a ranking system, or
not a ranking system, but we talk about shows and stuff. They're different shows or whatever we want to have. So I heard there's a new show coming up, and this is of course my first TV love, Iqbal Khan. My first ever love on TV. Such a handsome dude. Seriously, and his voice is.
I've seen you since I was 24.
Yeah, I like his baritone voice, and
Hello.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Well, you haven't seen him. I mean, he's
he's like the Barry White of India or something.
Iqbal, I think it's IQBAL.
IQBAL.
Iqbal Khan. Yeah.
Iqbal
well, anyways,
Khan.
so I'm not sure how the show's name is pronounced. I could be saying this wrong, but because it's an article that I read, and it's called Tumari Paki. So I'm not sure if it's Paki or Paki or what it is, but anyways, It's coming out of this. It's coming out of the Seshi Sumit production house, and it's supposed to be only 100 episodes, which I think is fantastic. So there were a lot of pictures and everything posted on Facebook and everything. So I'm like, all right, hey, I love this guy. I mean, his. In fact, one of my first TV shows was I watched his show.
Okay.
And
as a teenager?
As yeah, kind of,
him.
Yeah, they go him.
Oh, him.
And he's a
Why
rock
is she
star.
still smiling? I think she's taking your love interest away.
I know, right? I seem to have competition everywhere where I go.
What's gonna happen on the air?
See.
Here on HBO. No,
exactly. On Desi 1170. Let's do that. But anyway, so that's a show coming up, and then of course with the American shows, my top list are still Blacklist, and Agents of Shield.
Agents of Shield on ABC.
Agents of Shield, ABC. Right. Yeah, I'm totally loving it.
How many episodes is it in now?
Like 3.
3, right?
3. Wow.
I think it's been like 3 weeks. Yeah.
Is it like right after Modern Family or?
Is it right after Modern Family? Because
it's at 9 o'clock.
It's recorded, so it's like I don't even know what time they come on a regular thing. So I just watch all the recordings because it's my husband and her put the whole recording for the whole season.
So it's like a series recording.
So it's like a series of recordings all the time. So it's just recorded completely.
Because we have very busy lives.
Yeah, look at us.
I live a very busy life as a teenager in middle school. While my mother works.
I'm always on the phone or the iPad or the internet,
My whole life is on there.
Yeah.
I have a busy life too.
Exactly. Well, anyway, so that's what with the shows. Gili Zara is still doing very good. I mean, obviously, Dhruv finally realizes he loves Sachi, and of course, we've brought in Dhruv's family is coming into the picture. So it's been not a few weeks, but I think 3-4 days before I need to catch up on. But from reading the article, the show is still growing strong, and that is one of the shows that I'm kind of trying to keep up with because I like the concept of a older women with a younger guy.
Oh, now I remember this. Yes.
Out. Yeah, I want to see how that plays out in the Indian society because it's such a huge thing, and it's not 1 or 2 years old. We're talking about 7 years age difference. So I want to see how that plays out.
And how many episodes have been playing so far?
I believe it's been about 2 months now. I want to say.
Okay, and do you know what the reaction is so far by any chance?
It's doing good. It's doing good. I don't hear any murmurs about the show not doing good TRPs and it's going off air and stuff like that. In fact, it's doing really good.
Nice.
It's doing really good.
What does TRP mean?
TRP is like some rating points.
It's a rating system?
TV rating point system, whatever.
Kind of like what newscasters do. Yeah, we're number 1 on KTVU, Channel 2 News, whatever.
Exactly. That's something
It's the same thing with TV networks too for like competing shows.
Right. Yep, exactly. So that's there, and Kabul Hai, of course, is going down the drain from what I heard. I've stopped watching that show, even though it has Karan Singh Grove, the handsome hunk. I mean, obviously, I have no clue what he's doing in that show anymore. So it's just, and then of course, Saraswati Chandra people. I've been hearing people that it's going off air, so I don't know how true that is. So we'll see because that opened with a huge bang and everything. So. Padanaiki, what's going to happen with that one? So right now the Indian TV shows are just so boring.
But what about the one with
besides 24, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is the not the ones that I'm talking about. I talked about only 2 shows.
Okay,
I talked about only 2 shows, but we have like how many 30, 40 shows? More
how
than
many
that?
channels are there?
Are you kidding me? There are probably like 10, 12, 15 channels, and they have all these shows. I mean, oh my God! Some of them have been running for like 4 or 5 years, and they have all these leaps of 20 years, 10 years, 6 months, and all that stuff, and it loses its charm.
Yeah,
but it loses its charm.
Yeah, but there's always those like little classical really jams kind of thing. Yeah,
exactly. Well, anyway, so right now, my point of view, personally. The Indian TV just seems to be so boring and dull. The same sass, bahu, crying, rona, dona, and all that stuff. Seriously, you guys need to come up with something fresh.
And as far as American television's coming?
American television has always done great. All my CSIs and the Big Bang Theory, Modern Family.
See, those have been going for 11
forever.
I know, and they're still so good.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, even the CSIs, the Hawaii Five, you know everything is a thriller, suspense, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But it
Law and Order SVU.
Exactly.
Days of Our Lives.
It keeps you hooked.
How many years has Days of Our Lives been going on, actually?
Oh my God, I don't know. That's like even when I was
30, 40 years?
More than that.
Oh my God.
More than that. And it still has some of the same characters and actresses and actors in there.
Oh, that's scary. That is kind of scary.
Unbelievable. Anyways, so when we come back, we still have, 13 states where love is dead, and we have some haunted restaurants that we want to visit and see if we want to have lunch or dinner there. Halloween's coming up, and of course, we still have a bizarre and strange stuff that comes up. Dosto Rangmunch with Alima. Stay tuned. 408-912-5565.
Can't wait.
मंदिर में चल सन्यासी मंदिर में तेरा चिमटा मेरी चूड़ियां दोनों साथ सजाएंगे साथ साथ खनकाएंगे चल सन्यासी मंदिर में तेरा चिमटा मेरी चूड़ियां दोनों साथ सजाएंगे साथ साथ खनकाएंगे
क्यों हम जाएं मंदिर में पाप है तेरे अंदर में लेकर माला कंठ दोशाला राम नाम गुन गाएंगे
चल सन्यासी मंदिर में तेरा चिमटा मेरी चूड़ियां दोनों साथ बजाएंगे साथ साथ खनकाएंगे चल सन्यासी मंदिर में रेशम साये रूप सलोना यौवन है या तपता सोना ये तेरी मान सी मूरत कर गई मुझ पे हाय जादू टोना
कैसा जादू टोना सारी मन की ये माया है अरे तुझ पर देवी किसी रोग की बड़ी विकट छाया है
अरे चल सन्यासी मंदिर में तेरा कमंडल मेरी गगरिया साथ साथ छलकाएंगे साथ साथ छलकाएंगे
क्यों हम जाएं मंदिर में पाप है तेरे अंदर में हम तो जोगी राम के रोगी धूनी अलग रमाएंगे
चल सन्यासी मंदिर में जागे जागे सो जाती हूँ और सपनों में भी हूँ अब तो मेरा हो जाता है और पिया मैं तेरी हो जाती हूँ
सपनों में भरमा कर मानव सच्चा सुख होता है अरे राम नाम जपते रहने से कष्ट दूर होता है
चल सन्यासी मंदिर में तेरा चोला मेरी चुनरिया साथ साथ रंगवाएंगे साथ साथ रंगवाएंगे
क्यों हम जाएं मंदिर में पाप है तेरे अंदर में छोड़ झमेले बैठ अकेले जीवन सफल बनाएंगे
चल सन्यासी मंदिर में
दीप जलाना मुझे नहीं आता है, बस पूजा की ज्योत जगाना मुझे यही भाता है।
हो चल सन्यासी मंदिर में, मेरा रूप और तेरी जवानी मिलकर जो चलाएंगे, मिलकर जो चलाएंगे।
क्यों हम जाएं मंदिर में, पाप है तेरे अंदर में, धर्म छोड़कर ध्यान छोड़कर पाप नहीं अपनाएंगे।
अरे चल सन्यासी मंदिर में।
करके मुझको कर देगी अब तू पागल, मेरा धीरज डोल रहा है, लाज रखे गंगा जल।
बोल सियावर रामचंद्र की जय।
चल सन्यासी मंदिर में, तेरी माला मेरा गजरा गंगा साथ नहाएंगे।
And Rangmunch with Alima is back on Desi 1170. And last week we had Sangam Arts, and they were doing a roundup of all the art programs and events that are happening in the Bay Area for the next 2 weeks. I'm just going to give you a quick brief. What else is remaining there? Tomorrow, which is October 20th, we still have the Native American dance at the CSMA Community Concert Center in Mountain View. Then we also have the Experience Bali in Oakland's Uptown Park. Bali, huh? That would be so nice, huh? Balinese dance music.
Balinese dance music. So
be
what
cool.
is it, like a rhythm to it?
Mediterranean, maybe? Sounds Mediterranean, isn't it?
Mediterranean?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of,
Isn't
yeah.
it like, yeah. So that's up there in Oakland in the Uptown Park. And then we have, what else do we have on October 25th? We have the Sing and Play the Bing at Stanford. And then at the Santa Clara Mission City of Performing Arts, we have Vamsavraksham, which is like a Bharatanatyam presentation, and it's all original compositions, which is Indian classical dance. Then on October 26th and the 27th, we have Shiva. It's a premiere of Chitresh Das's original production. Shiva, as in the Lord with the 3 eyes.
Creator and destroyer, correct?
Yeah. And then on October 27th in Fremont, we have Shivagami in Sabadam, and that's also Bharatanatyam ballet. So I know Sangam Arts had posted all of them on their Facebook pages, and it's also there on Rangmunch with Alima Facebook page with all the links and everything and the dates. And some of those events are actually free, so I think it'll be cool to just go spend time with your family.
Ooh,
that would be super.
If they start at noon or anything during a Sunday, well, that's great.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have all the. I mean, like, I just have the dates. It's not like I have everything
Oh,
else.
yeah,
But for all the details and everything, just log on to Sangam Arts, and they have everything up there. Or go on to Rangmunch with Alima Facebook page, and they have links over there too. So that's going to be interesting. And then, of course, you know what I want to do really before I die? I think I want to either dine in a haunted restaurant. I mean, I don't know.
You want to dine in a haunted restaurant?
No, dine in a haunted.
Oh, dine. I'm
Yeah.
like, you want to die?
I don't want to die. I want to dine as in D-I-N-E dine.
Okay.
You know, served by these people flying around with ghosts and, you know.
That'd be so
Hey,
cool.
isn't that going to be cool? I mean, seriously.
They have like food catered to like
or
the
maybe there's
ghosts,
food flying
the Flying
in the
Dutchman
Yeah.
special or something.
Exactly. Wouldn't that be
The
so
coolest
cool?
restaurant
I
ever.
remember a long time ago when I had the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory store, and I went to Colorado for the training.
Oh, okay.
They have a hotel. It's such a tiny town, and they just have one main street, and they have like literally 200 restaurants on that one main street. But they have this hotel,
Okay.
And it's supposedly haunted. And a couple of people, franchises, have stayed there, and they go, oh yeah, we could like, sometimes the elevator doesn't go up and down properly, and they hear all these noises and everything, and and they just feel like there's someone in the room, kind of a thing. That is so creepy. It is so creepy. Anyways, so I thought, since it's Halloween, I'm going to share with you the world's scariest haunted restaurants.
Let's do this.
But I really want to go eat in one of them.
I'm hungry for some reason now.
I really want to go. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have on the South Shields coast in England. It's a cave bar. It's a restaurant and a pub that is reportedly haunted by smugglers who inhabited the cave many years ago.
Smugglers, like pirates, or
like pirates? And apparently the diners who stayed there, they spotted flying ashtrays while sipping on a pint. Isn't that so?
Oh my god! I'm sorry. Whoa. Whoa! What was that?
Yeah, you're sipping a pint and you see ashtrays and flying around. And then there is one at Casey Moore's Oyster House in Tempe, Arizona.
Okay.
Which they say seeing is believing, because patrons, employees, and guests have said that at 4 a.m. at the witching hour, they witnessed a couple dancing.
That is so cool.
In the top part of the restaurant, the glow emanating from the stairs.
You think that's like a request from the ghost? Yeah, play this song.
I don't know, but I have goosebumps as I'm reading it, and I think that is so. I don't know. It's cool and scary at the same time.
Who would have thought that ghosts just want to dance?
Yeah.
I just want to dance even after I die.
Must be long lost lovers and.
True.
See, that's how all the stories go.
Cute.
Yeah, at one of
Seeing is believing. That's the trademark.
New York's most romantic restaurants. One if by land, two if by sea. That's a restaurant name. One if by land, two if by sea. Employees and managers have gone on record with their haunting experiences. Many reported seeing machinery turn on and off inexplicably, and picture frames and furniture out of place. And some employees have even attempted to serve food to the apparitions. And another New York favorite, the Bridge Cafe, is not to be outdone with ghostly visitors. So there we have.
Oh, hey, you said the first one was in England, right?
The first one was in England, yes.
So when we go to London, we should go visit it.
There you go. See, that's what you should do. And then, of course, we have paranormal activity and experiences in Asia. And I'm sure it happens everywhere, This is from Beijing. Buma Inn. It tells a story of a man who was poisoned by the hotel's chef, who later stabbed himself. So whether or not you're a believer of those tortured spirits coming back to haunt us, a trip to one of those culinary landmarks may change your mind. So that means obviously they have been visited.
Yeah. Now you got to watch out for your food too.
I know, right? And then Margarita's Mexican restaurant, Concord, New Hampshire. The staff in this local joint, they believe that the restaurant is haunted because the decor is quite shocking, as tables are placed inside old jail cells where guests can enjoy their meal. This one-time jail is known for sightings of magically floating silverware and place settings. And employees have said they have heard voices. I really want to visit at least one of them. At least one of them.
At school, our Champs building, the cooking building, is haunted by a ghost named Susie.
A ghost named Susie. Sounds like a song. Sorry.
So our chef apparently one night was working late, and he had just cleaned the kitchen, and he came back in, and then he heard like a rattling noise, so he went back into the kitchen. He saw like this one tray. You know how like they have platters? He saw it like sitting in the middle of the table, of one of the prep tables.
Maybe someone put it there.
Yeah, that's what he thought, right? Yeah. So he leaves again, and he gets freaked out. So he walks backwards out into the, what's it called? The foyer, I guess you could say. And he walks back in, and it's not there anymore. So he freaks out, and he goes, it was
Someone
so
could
funny.
be playing a trick on him, huh?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Hey man, that's not funny, yo.
And then there's one Marston Grotto restaurant in South Shields, England. This is one of the few known cave bars in England, like the one we talked about the first time.
One, yeah.
The haunted rumor is that a smuggler known as John the Gibber.
John the Gibber.
Yeah.
Sounds like a serial killer.
After he was murdered by other smugglers.
Oh.
Oh, I guess this is part of the first one because even here it says they've seen ashtrays and stuff. So I'm assuming that was part of this one then. So, okay.
Adds
South
onto it.
Carolina, Charleston, Poogan's Porch. This true culinary destination serves as authentic low country cuisine, and it's making waves because the ghost of Zoe Saint Armand is rumored to be haunting the space and can often be seen dressed in black. Occasionally, you can see her looking for her sister in the front dining room.
Ooh. Something must have happened to her sister.
Yeah, isn't it? That's Zoe's. Wow. Arnold's New Orleans. This is, well, New Orleans has always been strange. I mean, there are a lot of things.
Well, if they already got
from
Mardi
there,
Gras,
you
it's
know.
already crazy
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Yeah. Anyway, this is found by French salesman, it seems, and the original owner is said to be haunting the establishment, watching over its staff to make sure they continue to provide top-notch service to guests. That is so cool. That is so funny.
You know where we should go? We should go to the Winchester Mystery House.
Winchester Mystery
I've
House.
never
They
been there.
have
I've been
specials
there-
for Halloween.
I've been there several times.
I still haven't been there still to this day, and I've
been
lived
there
in San Jose
several
for many
times.
years.
The old company that I used to work for, his dad, the owner's dad, is a part owner of that state historical landmark.
Oh wow.
So and we used to own the boutique in there. So we used to have ours was the main headquarters, and we used to we used to own mobile homes and everything all over the state, and ours was the main headquarters.
Oh.
And
Was
I was
that
an accountant for them.
When you were at Westwind?
Yeah, the West Wing. So we used to get free tickets for Winchester Mystery House whenever we wanted to go.
And you
We
should
just
come.
There
went
you
in.
go.
Yep.
You should,
Do people even get to stay in the Winchester Mystery House, like maybe for like the Halloween night or something
I
like
think
that?
for Halloween night they do have, but I don't know if they're staying overnight or not.
Oh,
That I don't.
okay.
It's been such
I would
a
love to
long
do that.
time.
Okay, guys, good
But
night.
it's, but
Oh
it's,
my god.
it's really fascinating. I mean, at least everyone should go there at least once.
We
to,
should,
you know.
You should come with us to Halloween Haunt too.
Like, what happens if we get lost in the Winchester Mystery House?
I know,
Actually,
right? That'll
I'd be
so
like,
cool.
stay with me and don't let go.
You know, there's like that, like those doors that you have the closet doors open to walls, and then
And
the
there's
stairs
that
things
go
like
to
that,
nowhere.
and then the stairs that go nowhere, and then you open a door and it's just a deep, you know, that you
Hole.
will fall. There's no stairs there, things like that.
no.
You know, just
And
heard
everything
that
is 13. You know, so
There's 13
it's just
of
that, yeah. She's and she believed that the construction should just keep on going so that the ghost wouldn't come and, you know, haunt her and all that stuff. So she always kept something going on and on and on.
Oh god.
And oh my god, the Tiffany lamps, the wallpaper, that's the storage room. Amazing.
So there is
I
some
mean,
beauty to it.
It's amazing that all that stuff that she got but was not used because and it's all stored in there. I mean, so you could see it in this huge room. Oh my god, the wallpaper is amazing. Seriously. I mean, if someone could give me a piece of it, I probably would like frame it and put it somewhere, you know. That's fascinating. Anyway, the last haunted restaurant. This is actually in South Africa.
Okay.
This rugby pub hangout has a warm and inviting spirit during the day, but a more elusive air in the evenings. Legend says a woman named Charlotte was involved with a soldier in the war who met her ultimate demise at the hotel.
Ooh.
So the hotel guests and dining patrons have reported seeing her as a translucent apparition.
I would
Well,
love
that
to
I
see
kind of
this.
believe. You know, typically all these haunted places are like the old stories, like women
Like-
loving them, the soldiers going away to war,
Uh-huh.
and they're not meeting their lovers,
And
and
they
all that.
fall in love with
kinda-
somebody else, and yeah.
pirates, and they're always near the shores and things like that.
I
you
would
know?
love to see a ghost. I don't know why. I would just like.
You
to
probably
see
What
them.
was that? No, I'm just kidding.
You probably wouldn't even be able to stand to see it. You probably would see something and then you would just fall. You would faint and fall.
I don't know. I'm
Who
not a
knows?
fainter. I don't
So,
faint.
Yeah, you never know. There's always a first time, right?
Oh yeah. Imagine if the ghost is actually pretty cool. Like you have a good conversation with them too.
Yeah,
So how'd you die
exactly.
again?
Yeah, just like, can I record this?
Yeah, man. I'm posting this on
don't
Facebook right
know.
now.
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
really love to see a ghost.
Yeah, that's
What's
I'm
your
gonna
name again,
put that on
Charlie?
my
Casper?
bucket list.
But you know, I just want to go to one of these restaurants and eat something there, or just sit. I don't have to eat anything, but I just want to sit and see if that really happens.
Yeah.
You know, that would
Oh,
be
that'd be so
something.
cool.
huh?
Hey, my steak is cold. You didn't get a steak. Oh my god!
No, right? That is
Sorry,
so cool.
that would be creepy.
All right, so stay tuned. Rangmunch with Alima will be back in a few minutes.
खुशियाँ ही खुशियाँ हों दामन में जिसके, खुशियाँ ही खुशियाँ हों दामन में जिसके, क्यों न खुशी से वो दीवाना हो जाए।
ऐसे मुबारक मौके पे साथी, ऐसे मुबारक मौके पे साथी, पेश दुआओं का नजराना हो जाए।
खुशियाँ ही खुशियाँ हों दामन में जिसके, क्यों न खुशी से वो दीवाना हो जाए। देर से समझा हमको जमाना,
शुक्र करो कि समझ तो गया,
संग रहने का ख्वाब सुहाना,
बन के हकीकत सच तो गया।
तुम जो कहो तो महफिल से कह दें, तुम जो कहो तो सारी महफिल से कह दें, पल भर में मशहूर अफसाना हो जाए। खुशियाँ ही खुशियाँ हो दामन में जिसके, क्यों न खुशी से वो दीवाना हो जाए। कोई क्या जाने हमने क्या क्या खेल रचाए तुम्हारे लिए,
हम भी कैसी कैसी मंजिल छोड़ के आए तुम्हारे लिए।
कलियां ही कलियां महका दो ऐसे, कलियां ही कलियां महका दो ऐसे, कि आबाद दिल का ये वीराना हो जाए। खुशियाँ ही खुशियाँ हो दामन में जिसके, क्यों न खुशी से वो दीवाना हो जाए।
हंस के हमरी हर भूल भुला देना, हम हैं तुम्हारे जब चाहो बुला लेना। अपनों की इस महफिल में अब काम नहीं है बेगानों का, ये दुनिया क्या मोल करेगी एक मुफलिस के अरमानों का। इतनी सी है बस अपनी तमन्ना, इतनी सी है बस अपनी तमन्ना, तेरी खुशी पे दिल परवाना हो जाए।
खुशियाँ ही खुशियाँ हो दामन में जिसके, क्यों न खुशी से वो दीवाना हो जाए।
If your dentist appointments sound like that, then it's time to make the switch to Dr. Lee. Dr. David Lee, Family Cosmetic and Restorative Dentistry, with offices in San Jose and Sunnyvale. Give him a call today at 408-972-9926 or go to smileplanner.com. Dr. David Lee, quality and comfortable dental care you can trust.
जिंदगी गुलजार है,
If you want to keep up on all your favorite TV shows, whether they're South Asian or American, Rangmunch with Alima is the place to be.
Dosto, this is Rangmunch with Alima.
Tune in every Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. on Desi 1170.
And Rangmunch with Alima is back on Desi 1170. I mean, it's so hilarious. I mean, I guess when they say 13 states where love is dead, it's obviously they have all these weird rules, I think. In all these 13 states. Okay.
Yep, we were discussing about this.
Yeah, I know. So Tennessee. The Tennessee, it starts crushing love early because last year the Senate approved a bill to ban hand-holding among school children.
Whoa. How old? Like
school children, I'm assuming must be.
So even high school?
Or elementary school too.
Oh. Whoa.
School children.
I didn't even...
Well, I guess I don't have the details on it, but it just says among school children. Massachusetts. You want to get hitched in Truro, Massachusetts, and some of the feathered friends will have to die. A town ordinance states that any future groom must prove his manliness by shooting either 3 crows or 6 black birds. What the heck is that all about?
I mean, before animal cruelty, do you have to do
Seriously?
it like at the same time, or like can you do it like throughout your life?
I don't know. Well, it says future groom, so I'm assuming before
When
you
you're
get
engaged.
married, you have to do that.
Can you pay somebody to shoot him?
I don't know. It's according to the
Like, yeah, it
Reader's
happened.
Digest that
I wasn't
that
there,
is just
but-
that is just so stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, really?
It's animals, man. Stop.
Montana.
The crows are gonna come back. I know. They're gonna come back and get you.
Get you, yeah. In Montana, not only do you have not to shop for your wedding, your spouse doesn't either. That's because in Montana, it allows double proxy marriages where neither party has to be actually attending the wedding as long as they sign the necessary paperwork beforehand.
Whoa.
Who
People
doesn't want to have a wedding?
Well, people can take advantage of the benefits of getting married.
Right.
That's the thing.
And it's kind of like the olden ages in India where the kings, when they get married, they don't have to be there, but his sword
Yeah.
sits there and they marry the bride to the sword because that's a proxy thing that he doesn't
it's like
have
a
to
thing
be
that
there.
it's,
Yeah. Because that's his
a symbol
sword.
of him. Yeah.
A symbol of him. I mean, but that is so, I don't know. California.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there you go. This is what we're laughing about. If you're visiting the city of Bakersfield, California,
All
you
right.
have to know that you're having sex with Satan because you have to use a condom. Otherwise, according to them, it's actually one of those things where there's some rash going on or whatever it is.
rash
So they
without
want
a
you to be careful. They want you to be safe. Okay.
Don't be a fool. Wrap your
Yeah,
tool.
exactly. Wisconsin, kissing in trains is illegal.
In trains?
Yes.
Who rides a train?
Seriously. if you
Sorry.
go- So why do you even want to be in Wisconsin if you can't even like kiss in trains, right? Seriously?
Out of all places, a train?
That's like the most romantic thing ever. The guy is leaving, she goes and kisses him one last time.
I gotta go to war.
What do
Take
they
care.
have
I can't
like
kiss you though.
So what do they have like kissing cops who are like specifically there, like where you
People can make a profit out of it. The kiss car.
Wyoming. Some like it cold, but hopefully not in Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is
All right,
where
really?
sex
Really?
inside a meat freezer is prohibited.
Who has that anyway?
Okay,
Seriously,
okay.
that
If they
is
have to
just-
make a law about it, there's a story
There
behind
has
it,
to
obviously.
be a story behind that. So what means when I go back home, I pull up the article and then go click on those links to see what exactly is what they're trying to tell
my
me. I mean,
God.
A meat locker.
seriously, I mean,
A
I've
freezer.
read it in fiction books, but do they really do it? I mean, outside, seriously?
A
It's
freezer?
freezing cold.
That is so romantic. Sorry.
Illinois. Planning a wedding in Oblong, Illinois. Know that if you want to hunt or fish on your wedding day, you're not allowed to make love while doing so, according to the crop.
While
How is
doing
that? Why would you even want to be doing hunting or anything? What is
After?
that? That is so just stupid and silly and ridiculous.
What if it happens before?
No, it just says during. I mean, what
do you
is
mean
that
during?
all about? I have no things.
There's a story behind it.
I'm sure it's.
I brought my gun before. No, I don't know, something like that.
Oh, or are they saying that you probably just cannot even like make out or neck while you're sitting while you're fishing? I mean, right next to each other. I
That's
don't
so
know.
creepy.
It's just so. I just think it's silly and stupid. Arkansas. Flirtation on the streets of Little Rock, Arkansas could allegedly land Romeos up to 30 days in jail.
Whoa. But I'm just flirting. What if I'm at a bar or something?
I don't know. It says on the streets.
On the
On the streets. New York.
Oh,
Let's see
God.
what New Yorkers are good. New Yorkers cannot divorce for irreconcilable differences unless both parties agree to it.
So, like, let's say I'm a Democrat, you're a Republican, we're married, and I say, you know what,
Well, yeah.
it's not working out, kind of thing.
And both of you guys have to agree, saying, yes,
Yeah.
okay,
So it
it's
has to
not
be
working out, so
mutual.
it's just not one, and they will
Oh.
not get a divorce. Yeah.
Not you, it's me.
Yeah.
It's both of us.
Exactly, yeah. This is such a stupid and ridiculous thing. You guys really want to hear this? In
Yeah.
Arizona,
All right, here we
what
go.
they do in Cottonwood, you can't have sex in a vehicle with flat wheels. What the heck is that all about?
Where?
A vehicle with flat wheels.
So
What
you
is
can-
What
what is
is
a
that?
vehicle with flat wheels?
A vehicle with
tires.
Flat wheels.
Flat
Yeah.
tires.
flat
flat
tires.
tires?
Yeah.
Like-
So a car that just can't drive because all the tires are flat.
What
What?
does that have to do with anything? So I'm
Well, you
guessing
just can't
can-
have sex in a vehicle with flat tires.
Does
then.
that mean you can do it in a car that doesn't have flat tires?
I don't know what does is that. I have no clue. This
I
is
guess
just
the car is not a car anymore. It's
yeah.
yeah. I bet.
Or maybe because they just can't drive away. Maybe it's just I don't know.
Oh,
You'll
and
never
the-
catch me.
Seriously,
and
don't
the
Aw.
cops
know.
don't want to interrupt, so if they see the police sirens, they'll be able to drive away without them having to do anything.
this is sweet and this is also silly. Colorado. If you love watching your girlfriend when she sleeps, but don't kiss her because not in Colorado, it's against the law to plant a kiss on the lips of a sleeping woman.
Oh, because
How
it's
would
not.
they know?
It's without consent or
Yes, without
something.
consent, exactly. According to Women's Day.
Women's
But
Day.
that's
Okay.
so
Without consent.
sweet.
Yes. That Delaware.
Good morning, honey.
Did you get married as a prank? Luckily, if you find yourself now legally attached to someone because of a prank or a dare in Delaware, that's good enough reason to annul the marriage.
Oh,
Well,
kind
obviously.
of
That's
like
easy.
Vegas or something.
That's
Yeah.
like Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kentucky. You can't marry the same person 4 times.
Wait, hold on. Four.
Why would you
Four.
marry them the
Not
same
one-
time?
not twice,
You
not
4
three,
times,
4.
Even if you're really sure you're going to make it the 4th time.
Yeah, right.
I love
If
you.
you were to
I don't love
bring-
you anymore. I love you again. Not anymore. And again. And again. Oh, we can't do it anymore.
You know what? Sometimes I think some of these people really have a lot of time compiling these things, right?
Yeah.
I totally enjoy reading them, but I just think, is that what the job is?
Like, did
to-
they just come up with the question, like, what are the weirdest state laws when it comes to, like,
Yeah.
love or something?
Yeah, really. Which is the same thing as coming to all these really facts that that I sometimes love to read. It's like and some of them are really good. Some of them are really good. Where it says when glass breaks, the cracks move at a speed of up to 3,000 miles per hour. I mean,
That's cool.
that is like interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting facts because sharks live up to
science.
100 years. It's like science and this is so funny. American Airlines saved $40,000 in 1987 by eliminating 1 olive from each of their salads served.
That is so cool.
And let's just take that out. Wow, we saved a lot of money, guys.
Let's take out another one.
I know, right? This is just well. I have some more facts to read. I think these wonderful facts are little cute and they're worth reading. So, and of course, I have a couple more bizarre news to share with you people. Though, so we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
दिल में
for all the Punjabis actually. I mean, you know, the big fat Punjabi weddings. You know, Punjabi weddings, they always have to have liquor. They always,
liquor?
Alcohol. It has to have. I mean, otherwise it's not.
Not to say I'm an alcoholic.
It's not a get together or a wedding or anything. I mean, they have to have.
Is it for the gods? Is it for...
From November 1st onwards in India, all these people where you can have your all these venues and stuff, they're going to stop, all the banquet halls, they're going to stop serving liquor. Something to do with their excise tax and all that stuff, political, whatever it is.
Like here in the United States or over there in India?
Yeah, over there in India.
Oh, okay.
In India. So all those big fat Punjabi weddings in India will have no liquor.
What's gonna happen?
Can't they bring their own liquor?
No,
or
they
does that mean
can't.
that
It's
not allowed?
not. Yeah, it's not allowed into the banquet halls at all.
Wow.
You know, that's pretty much what it is. And
aren't they like 3-day weddings too, or no? Or is that only in Hindi?
Oh no, it's there. It's still there. It's still there. You can even have those over here if that's how you want to do it. You can still do it. And then, of course, is that like 2 minutes? 7 minutes.
Sorry.
Well, no, I wanted to play a favorite song. That's what I was asking Peter. Tell me, you know, when you have like about 5 minutes, because I want to play the full song versus cutting it off. So this is great for having a bizarre stuff done. I mean, this is so sad.
Oh, here we go.
He bleeds from his eyes, and there is no reason why he bleeds from his eyes. I mean, this guy in Tennessee.
Okay.
It's just bloody strange. I mean, 7 years ago, blood began pouring out of his eyes, ear, mouth, and nose on a daily basis. And then, typically, nowadays it's like only a few times a week. But it's just painful. There's no answer for it. Obviously,
wow. He must be hemorrhaging a lot. Yeah.
He can't work because people can't give him work. He loses his eyes, and it's just so sad. It is just so sad.
My God.
And apparently there have been a couple of incidents like this with other people, like but I don't know. It's just so sad. I mean, when I hear things about people like this, I just feel very bad about it.
Yeah, it must be really tough. Yeah,
it's really, really. Well, anyways, couple of interesting facts before I go into my favorite song. One of my favorite songs. Did you know that
a cat?
A cat's urine glows in the dark. Do you ever
that
know
is so cool.
Whoa.
I have no idea.
Turn off the lights, put a black light, and I'm going to look at the cat.
Guys, if you have a cat at home as a pet, please tell me if that is true. According to the strange fact, its urine glows under a black light, actually.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I'm going to look at the cat and say, bad cat, bad cat. Just drag it everywhere.
And for people who are out there, just so you know, we typically consume 75 acres of pizza in the U.S. on
75 acres?
On a daily basis.
Oh, yeah.
Daily basis. But,
pizza.
I have plenty of those strange facts
pizza.
still, but then we'll cover them next week because, there's still so much fun and everything to do.
Oh, yeah. And plus, we're coming up to Halloween.
Exactly. So that is going to be cool. We'll try to figure something out for Halloween and see if we can do anything. Dosto, thank you so much for tuning in to 1170, Desi 1170 for Alima with Rangmunch. Peter, it's good having you back again.
It's a pleasure.
My pleasure too. Thank you, Dosto. Have a great night and a safe Sunday. See you all next week. And Apeksha, thank you.
Go Sharks. I just had to say that.
All right, people, have a fantastic good night and spend time with your family and Zindagi Gulzar hai. Stay safe, everyone.
तेरा गला सूख रहा